So this is like super random, but I'm just trying to decide what to do with the information that there is a possible murderer in my family. And I've been thinking about this for a very long time. So a few weeks ago, I had a session with a medium. And if you don't know what a medium is, my definition is someone that can tap into the spiritual realm and speak to spirits and help you connect with lost loved ones. Kind of like, basically that's it. Like, they have maybe psychic abilities, things like that. So it was my very first session too, so I'm really like still in that mind blown state right now. But anyways, so a few weeks ago I had a session with a medium. In the beginning, she had two strong female personalities coming through, which I tracked as my grandmother, who died when I was in about 7th grade, and then my mom, who died in 2016. So the spirit guide, super comical. She was, not the spirit guide, I'm sorry, the medium, super comical. She was like letting the spirits know, like, okay, somebody got to come through, because y'all both are like butting heads trying to get information over to me, because that's what they do. To my knowledge, that's what the spirits do. They speak through the medium and give information to the one who's still in the present life, which is me. And I guess they both were trying to let me know, put me on game about some information. So eventually my mom was the more strong personality, which tracks, because she definitely had such a strong Virgo personality. And so, the meeting with the medium was going really well. I got the closure that I needed. My mom spoke through her, was super apologetic about how things ended, because before she passed away, unfortunately, we were not like in the best space. I really wish we could have been in a better space, but you really just do not know until they're gone. So I was really happy I got that closure. She was saying that she's so proud of me. She's always with my children. She sees like that I'm such a good mom and things like that. That helped boost my morale a lot, because it sucked, because she only was able to meet one of my kids, and it was when he was first born. So having all these other children and just knowing how much she loved children and she wanted to be a grandma, I've been having to deal with that every single time I got pregnant and had a baby. Like, dang, I wish my mom was here. So yeah, so knowing that she's seen my babies and she's always with them was just the cherry on top of everything. Then the session took a turn. Like, the medium had to pull out cards. I'm assuming they're like tarot cards. She had to tap in with her spirit guide just to get validity of the information that was coming through. She has like the way that my medium does her sessions, she has like a notebook, and she like will scribble information or anything, I guess. And at the beginning of the medium session, she showed me like it was completely blank. There was no information on there. During my medium session, I didn't say anything. I didn't give her any revealing information, because I wanted, like the raw, like I wanted to know like what she was really getting. I didn't want to give no hidden clues or anything like that. So she goes on to tell me like she said it was her passing quick, and I was just like, yeah, it definitely was unexpected, because my mom was rushed to the hospital. But with my mom being diabetic, she was always in and out the hospital. Like, I had just assumed that she'll be right back out, and this time she wasn't, obviously. So yeah, that answered was the passing quick. She put up a card that the passing happened at night. Mind you, I am not telling this medium anything. This is the information that she is pulling from her spirit guide, from her cards, from my mom. So passing quick, she pulled a card up that it was at nighttime. She pulled a card up that there was poison involved. She pulled a card up that a male was involved, and she's saying a male was involved in her passing. Not a male was around, not she's a male. There was a male involved in her passing. And let's just pause right there, because that straight up contradicts with what I was told that my mom passed away with. Now, mind you, I do got crazy mom brain, but there is some stuff that I just do not forget. And I think that what I was told was that my mom passed away from an insulin overdose. And I felt that to be so weird because, like I said, my mom is diabetic. And I had just bounced the idea off of my ex-husband, like, ain't that kind of crazy, like a diabetic, like dying from an insulin overdose? And I hope they do not flag this video because I'm saying the D word. I don't know. I'm new to this TikTok thing. But let's just keep going. And I was like, ain't that kind of weird? Because, they've been injecting themselves with that all of their life. Like, that's crazy. And, he would just be like agreeing, like, yeah, I find that, weird or whatever. But I never really spoke on it to anybody else in my family. I just like kept them thoughts to myself, like that. There's just got to be something else, like. I never knew what it was, but I always had a feeling that it was something else. So then she was saying, what happened at night, male involved, poison involved. And she said the scene was staged. Now, I wasn't there when she passed, so I can't really speak to that part of the scene being staged. But that tracks in my own way. I ain't gonna get into all that. So anyway, she was just saying, like, she was saying that my mom said the male involved wasn't a good dude. This is someone that she trusted and was with for a long time. Only man that I've known that I've been with my mom, because mind you, I am adopted. So the time that I've been adopted from my mom, there's only been one man in my mom's life, which is my dad. And so, I mean, there can't be another man. So she was saying her death was not natural causes. She was saying that her life was taken. She was saying that she was murdered. And she wanted me to know that she's okay, even though that happened, because Jesus did meet her at the gate, which was cool. But let's backtrack, because what you talking about, that there was a male involved and that you did not die from natural causes. And, like, I'm like, oh, no, like, the medium is just getting further into it and telling me this information that basically point blank period, my daddy done killed my mama, bro. Now, mind y'all, my parents were married for over 30 years. This dude, my mama body wasn't even cold before he was already with another woman. Then after she had passed, I started finding out more information that he was already hot in the pants, basically. He had already, like, had small situations of like infidelity already. And when they told me that, like, I remember being a kid of them going into the room, like, after my dad had got back from overseas and they was going at it. So now I'm like, that tracks. And so also to add, my dad has not spoken to me in 3 years. We're going on 4 years that my dad has not spoken to me. Me and my baby sister put that together. It's guilt. The dude is guilty for killing my mom. And that's why he's just okay and, with not speaking to me, because that guilt is eating his ass up. And I hope it eats his ass up to the day he dies, because I know what they were telling me is true. I know my mom is letting me know that it is true. There ain't no lies behind it. I know that my dad killed my mom, and I will stand on that hill till the day that I die. And I will try to seek justice for her in any way, shape, or form. I don't know where to start, but that mess eats me up alive every day, knowing that that man professed his love and every day. And another thing about it, the medium said that nobody would have ever suspected this male. He's super charismatic, yada yada yada. Everything she was saying was describing my dad to a T. Nobody would ever suspect him, just because of the type of person that he is and the way he carried himself. He's super personable, friendly, like nobody would have ever guessed. That tracks. And that's why he has been dealing with depression in his life. That's why he is okay with having all these grandkids on earth and not fooling with them in no way, shape, or form. The man is a murderer, and I'll figure it out one day. I don't know when, but I will. I just don't know where to start. And like I said, this was super random, but I don't know. I was just thinking about this real hard today. Like, how am I going to figure this out? Because my mama deserves justice. And I don't even know if anybody going to hear this, watch this, or none of that. But if y'all do, and y'all want a part 2, please let me know. Because we can dive into this. I can go for days about all this information that I got. Thank y'all.